Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, MPs passed a bill to jail IEBC officials who delay or alter results. Now, this sounds like a hope to the problem that Kenyans have been having about some IEBC returning officers. Some returning officers have involved themselves in a lot of malpractice whereby they hold results. Then in the process of holding these results, they alter the results. They delay the announcement of the results in the relevant polling stations. And most of the time, during this time, this is when now we realize that cooking takes place. And then what is submitted at the Bomas of Kenya is rogue results. So most of the time, you find that the people who are going to be at the Bomas of Kenya receiving results receive fake results. So guess what? There is an election offences amendment bill which was passed in the National Assembly, and this amendment bill introduces stiff penalties which include imprisonment for IEBC officers found guilty of intentionally withholding or delaying results without a valid reasons. MPs say the move is aimed at ensuring transparency, speed and fairness in the future elections. Now, according to the bill, any IEBC official who fails to announce results promptly could face up to 5 years in jail or pay hefty fines. The law also applies to officers who alter, falsify or tamper with the results. Now, according to the members of parliament, they argue that delays in announcing results have in the past caused unnecessary tension, suspicion, and in some cases, violence. They also believe this law will restore public trust in the electoral process and deter any form of manipulation. So, I want us to look at this bill, ladies and gentlemen. But first and foremost, kindly support the work we do on this channel by liking this video, subscribe to our channel if you are not subscribed before, and to our existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. Back then, during Mwai Kibaki 2007, there was a case of Tharaka Nithi. We all know about that story. Delays of results. And Raila Amolo Odinga knew he had won this election. And he had given Mwai Kibaki a huge margin. But what happened? Raila only learned that there is a constituency within Tharaka Nithi that had not submitted results. Not even within Tharaka Nithi. First of all, they were told that there is one constituency which has not submitted results. And then all of a sudden, they were told that this constituency comes from Tharaka Nithi. And before even getting any results or anything on that, first point that ODM realized that there was something fishy, because this constituency has huge population, huge number of voters. Of course, this constituency was not going to vote for Raila Amolo Odinga, so Raila was going to be defeated if these results trickle in. And then the results trickled in, and Kibaki won again. So I think this is when now skirmishes started to erupt.
Fellow Kenyans, we have in the last 2 days witnessed tensions running high in our nation. Kenyans are deeply disturbed and angered by the attempt of this government to steal this election through a process that was fraudulent at every step of the way.
Now, these are some of the reasons why the parliament wants to deal with this monster once and for all. The delay of results, intentional delay. Back then during Moi would do his own things differently. His rigging was a bit different. Now, for example, a place like Kisumu, of course, a place like Kisumu was not going to vote for Moi, it was going to vote for Raila. So what does he do? Moi makes sure that when these results are being transported to Nairobi, some of the ballot boxes disappear, zinaanguka, but his places all the ballot boxes zinafika. So when akiangusha ile ballot box, so you don't know the results. The results cannot reach the intended destination. So the ones that are going to be announced are tailored results ambazo zimepungua. So this is a strategy that Moi deployed back then. Kibaki had his own strategy. Now, back to this IEBC or Election Offences Amendment Bill. It has given up to 5 years jail term, hefty fines. Do you think that is enough? I think they should amend this bill again and say it is lifetime. Because let's be honest here. Someone can sacrifice 5 years. Say mimi nifungwe basi 5 years. But nimeiba results na nikalipwa mamilioni. Money which I will never get in that duration. So nimelipwa mamilioni. Picture this. It is only one constituency that is left so that you can win. You can even give 100 million. You give 100 million and this person atasema, hey, si kama ni fine, nitapigwa fine kama ya 5 million. Ama 10 million. Let me do this cooking, get the 5 million, or the 5 million will be paid to by the person I've assisted. So I think despite the fact that they have done something positive about the amendment of this bill, but the bottom line here is that this is not enough, ladies and gentlemen. What needs to be done is that they should give a life sentence without any fine. Isiwe na fine, is sentence too. But the fact that there is hefty fine, because it says could face up to 5 years. It means you can even be jailed for 1 year. Up to 5 years, even 5 months. So cooking will still take place. I hold the results, delay the results, then I doctor the results, submit the result, then I will be paid hefty. Then I will corrupt a judge. This judge, I'll corrupt the judge so that the judge can jail me for a shorter term. Si nitakuwa nimefungwa for 5 months na nimelipwa 50 million. Nikatumia 2 million or 5 million on this case. I'm left with 45 million. Nimefungwa for 5 months. Nimetoka. I'm in the streets again. Nilishafungwa because it's up to 5 months. So the fact that there's good news on this matter of the adjustment that the MPs have done, but bado, this penalty is not enough. It's not enough because it should be at least lifetime without any fine, so that ujue tu kama ukipatikana wewe ni miaka 20 hakuna fine kabisa. So watu ukipoa ile pesa labda saidie familia yako, lakini wewe utasafa 20 years behind bars. If you are 60 years at the time this sentence was passed on you, then you leave prison when you are 80 years. That will be at least better. Ama hata ufungwe 30 years. Ndo wasiibie watu, wasiibe. You see, when they steal elections results, they are stealing Kenya's future. Wao wana benefit lakini wa Kenya wanaumia. So Kenyans end up getting leaders they had not voted for. That is how grave this matter is. So based on what this bill, ladies and gentlemen, just go below in the comment section and tell us your take. My take is that the jail term, the hefty fines are not enough to scare someone. There are people who can allow themselves to be jailed for 1 year, lakini wapate ile pesa. They can, because getting 50 million in 1 year sometimes for matajiri ni ngumu, because the president gets how much? 2 million. 2 million in 1 year amepewa pesa ngapi? Si 24 million. Of course kuna zile marupurupu, lakini 24 million ni pesa yake, around there. So if you're given 550 million to do the damage that you're supposed to do on matters doctoring of electoral results, and you do that. Let's say, for example, the returning officer who doctored the results in Tharaka Nithi, do you think alipewa to 1 million? He must have been given a lot of money to do what he did, So just go below in the comment section and tell us what do you think about this move by the members of parliament. The legislative wing is pretending to be helping Kenyans in this issue of electoral rigging. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.